battle for 4th through 8th. Here's your leader, Chuck Bound, moving to the inside of Bobby Labonte. Remember, Labonte, the point leader in the Busch Grand National Series, spun earlier, trying to stay on the lead lap at the moment, and Bound is giving him all he can work for. We're looking at the running order 50 laps into the race. Tom Peck at that time was 5th. Robert Presley was 6th, and followed by Ward Burton and Steve Grissom. Meantime, Chuck Bound trying to work around Rick Mast. Mast with some problems in the Raven Boats Buick, car number 22. Mast down low with smoke pouring out of the car.
Mast has been black flagged by the NASCAR officials. He's got some oil coming out. You're going to get him off the track. In fact, he's coming into the pits now.
Apparently some problems maybe in the rear end of that car. We'll try to find out what's going on. Meantime, your race leader, Chuck Bound, still dogging Bobby Labonte, who's trying desperately to stay on the lead lap at the tail end of the lead lap right now as they work down the backstretch toward the 3rd turn. Leader is Chuck Bound.
Kenny Wallace, as we stated earlier, has really come on strong. He's only a couple of car lengths off of the bumper of leader Chuck Bound. Bound now is moving underneath Terry Labonte to put him that lap down, and Kenny Wallace is going to be following suit very, very quickly.
This is what makes short track racing so interesting, I think, Glenn, that you have that traffic to work through. 30 cars on a 3-inch mile racetrack, not a lot of running room for anybody.
No, there's not. You know, we're about a third of the way through the race right now. Chuck Bound has led every lap, but I got an idea before lap 100 we're going to have a new leader. Kenny Wallace is running awfully strong. He's now trying to move up on Bobby Labonte. Now we got to crash over in turn 2.
More trouble over there. We see among the cars involved the Iron Man Jack Ingram over there, along with Bobby, check that, Ronald Cooper, and the number 56 automobile. The 21 cars, Tommy Sigmund, a Virginia driver. 3 cars get together over in the 2nd corner, and the caution is waving here at Lanier Raceway, Gainesville, Georgia. Sports Channel America's coverage of NASCAR auto racing will continue on this Saturday night after these messages. Back at Lanier Raceway in Gainesville, Georgia, Ron Williams and Glenn Jarrett on Sports Channel America for NASCAR Busch Grand National Series racing. That's Bobby Scruggs, the official starter of the Busch Grand National Series, waving the caution, showing 1 lap till another green, and here's why the caution came out, Glenn.
Well, we had a 3-car tangle. Jack Ingram, Tommy Sigmund, and Ronald Cooper got together. They were running 3 abreast in the turn there. They all went for the same spot at one time, and none of them made it.
We've seen that happen over in 2 several times. It looks like the driver who's in the middle lane tries to turn down coming out of the corner.
Yeah, and it's still a little slick down there. We're getting ready for a restart.
As we look at Rick Mast's car that's overheated in the pits, the green is back out. Chuck Bound continues to be your leader. He's got Bobby Labonte, who's now a lap down right behind him in the 44 car, and we've got trouble in the 4th turn. L.D. Ottinger in the 2. Davey Johnson in the 26 have spun, and again the yellow is out. Everybody jumps on the binders, and they'll get by safely. Some great driving done up in 3 and 4, Glenn Jarrett.
Absolutely. Bobby Labonte was trying to get his lap back, and he tucked the nose under leader Chuck Bound in the 63 car as they came off of that turn. It looked like Bobby was going to plow right into L.D. Ottinger, but fortunately he saw him in time, was able to get back in line and avoid that mishap.
Young Davey Johnson getting his number 26 Daly's Fruit Juice car pointed in the right direction. Again, we're under caution. Unofficially, this would be the 8th caution period of the night. We're working lap 76 of 200 here at the Lanier Raceway in Gainesville, Georgia. The Yukon Red Stores 200. We'll be looking to go back to green in a few moments, but first, we're going to take some time out and pause now for a regional break. Back to green flag racing here at Lanier Raceway in Gainesville, Georgia. The Yukon Red 200 is underway, and Chuck Bound continues to be your leading. Cars racing down the main straightaway. Turn 1 and let Chuck Bound now with over the racetrack in front.
He certainly does. He has put Grand National points leader Bobby Labonte, car number 44, 1 lap down, and Labonte is acting as a cushion between Bound and the 36 car driven by Kenny Wallace, who is currently running in 2nd spot. So Chuck's got the whole racetrack ahead of him. This is what you want to see when you're leading the race. No traffic, everybody behind you.
That's Chuck Bound in the Nescafe Classic car number 63. Kenny Wallace in the Cox Switch Reading car. The number 36 has been running super strong. Our Ralph Shaheen is standing by with Kenny Wallace.
Well, his crew chief is Tony Frazee, and Tony, it looks like Kenny has really turned up the boost a little bit if this thing was turbocharged. What is going on with Kenny?
Well, right now, we just decided to set a good pace for the race, and we kind of accidentally found a good groove on the high side, and it worked to our benefit, but right now we're just trying to save our tires since we cannot fit under caution and put tires on. We're just fortunate enough to find a good groove on the outside right now.
How long will he be able to keep this pace up?
We're not abusing the car at all right now. It's really up to Chuck, you know. If he's going to go faster, we've got to stay with him, but we're not going to go any faster than we have to right now.
So But Kenny Wallace trying to go as fast as he can right now without abusing the car. Ron?
And Wallace has open track in front of him in the 36. Here's your leader, Chuck Bound, in the number 63 car. He's got about 4 or 5 car lengths on Kenny Wallace. Again, now that the tires have heated up a little bit, Glenn Jarrett, Bound apparently able to set sail.
Yeah, he's running still strong down on that bottom groove, but I tell you what, with Kenny Wallace running that middle groove on the racetrack, he is not using his tires as quickly as Bound is down on the bottom. And he is inching up ever so slightly every lap on leader Chuck Bound. So I think that Kenny may have found the secret early on here.
We'll see how young Kenny Wallace can do. He's still got about 120 laps remaining in the You Can Rent 200 tonight here at Lanier Raceway. Your leader's been Chuck Bound. He qualified quickest, sat on the pole. He's led all the way. Currently third in Busch Grand National point standings in the 1990 season. And he's doing just a terrific job out here so far tonight at Lanier Raceway. Let's see if we can find out what one of the secrets to Chuck Bound's early success has been. Ralph Shaheen is pit side.
Jeff Hensley is the crew chief for Chuck Bound, and they're only about 2 pit stops away from Kenny Wallace. Jeff, can he keep up this pace?
We're really not running all that hard right now. We started out running hard because we thought it might going to rain, but right now we're just kind of pacing ourselves because we can't change tires or anything. And, you know, we're going to do the best we can. And, you know, we run about what we run when the race started, so we're going to do it, give it all we got.
Well, right now it's becoming a battle of strategy. Crew chiefs and drivers matching up.
Chuck Bound continuing to lead in car number 63. We've been watching him closely all night. He's been doing just a terrific job. Kenny Wallace in the 36 car trying to close up, but he hasn't really been able to. The gap now about 8 or 9 car lengths as we look at the cars running through turn 3 and 4 and out on the main straightaway. A little further back in the pack, third place at the moment belongs to Bobby Hamilton, who kind of quietly, Glenn Jarrett, in the number 8 car, Hamilton was able to work his way around. We still look at the 2 leaders. There's Wallace in the 36 car. Here's Bobby Labonte's car. He now a lap down. Your third place car belongs to Bobby Hamilton, car number 8.
Yeah, Hamilton has done a really good job of moving through the pack kind of silently. He just picked them off one at a time. Now he finds himself in a position to hopefully challenge Kenny Wallace for the second position. He's got a little bit of ground to make up. And we're talking about that distance between car 63, our leader Chuck Bound, and car 36, the second place runner Kenny Wallace. It seems to have stabilized. Neither one is really gaining on the other right now.
Is that we're closing in on the halfway point. We're at lap 93 of 200. Is this a point where you want to kind of take it easy and just relax a little bit on the racetrack?
Well, as both crew chiefs has attested, the guys are just trying to take care of their equipment right now. They're not going to punish the car. If Chuck Bound can run this lap speed and stay out front, that's what he wants to do.
Here's a look at Bobby Hamilton with Philmar Racing Oldsmobile car number 8. He's out of Nashville, Tennessee. Many years a very strong runner at the Nashville Raceway. Moved into the Busch Grand National Series last year. Turned in some strong runs. Won a race in the series last year, as a matter of fact. And he's gunning along in third tonight, trying to track that. He's got to first move around Bobby Labonte's lap car and see if he can get up close to Kenny Wallace. Here's a good battle a little further in the pack. Dave Resendiz in the red number 79 alongside Robert Presley in the 59. That's a battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Tommy Ellis in the 99 car, the Google Clusters car, right in there well, and Resendiz now moving through to pick up the spot.
Yeah, those guys are going at it hard and heavy, and it looks like Ellis's car, the tires have cooled down a little bit, and he's back on that bottom groove, and he moves by Robert Presley to take that position.
Resendiz in the 79 is 6th unofficially. Ellis is 7th, and Presley in the 59 moving back to 8th. Resendiz a little out of shape. Ellis leaning on him just a little bit.
Yeah, you can see Resendiz in the 79 car is he's being pressured real hard by Ellis in the 99 car.
Tommy likes to do that. He's a veteran of these kinds of short tracks. Now Ellis moves down low, and I'm sure you've been leaned on by Tommy Ellis a few times, Glenn Jarrett.
Anybody that's raced in Busch Grand National has been leaned on by somebody at one time or another. Ellis is just one of the best.
You know when you see those black fenders in your mirror that you've got your hands full probably with Tommy Ellis. But Resendiz, although he was sideways, he was dirt tracking it there a few laps ago. He's been able to straighten it out, and he's got a car length over Ellis as they battle it out for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Robert Presley's car seems to have lost a little of its earlier handling strength.
Robert is really, you can see the line that he's running in the turns. He's running right now higher on the racetrack than even Kenny Wallace was. So he, you know, the car does not want to work at all, doesn't want to turn it all down at the bottom groove, and he's trying to find a faster way around the track.
That's Presley in the black and gold number 59. Bobby Scruggs, the official starter for the Busch Grand National Series, showing the drivers the passing flag. He showed them the cross flags a few laps ago from the halfway. So we're in the second half of this race quickly. Chuck Bound, your leader, working by lap traffic in 1 and 2. He's coming up on LD Ottinger and Tom Peck. Ottinger in the deuce there. Peck in the blue number 96. Here's Bound to the low side as they race into turn 3, and he works his way by LD Ottinger to put LD another lap down. Ottinger's just been off the mark here all night long, really.